Hey folks, it's Mark with Fire Mountain Outdoors. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, if you're a reloader like I am, you likely got into reloading for 4 basic reasons. The first one would be to save some money. Second reason would be, with reloading, you can tailor and customize your ammo to fit your exact needs. The stuff on the shelf might not fit your needs, but if you reload, you can make whatever you want with any variety of components, and you can make it fit exact what you want. The other reason that we reload is so that we can have ammunition when the shelves are bare. You know, we went through this crash this year where ammunition was really scarce. Those of us that had components on hand were able to reload and keep shooting, keep practicing, keep training, when those folks that relied on going to the store and buying ammo were not able to. And the fourth reason that we reload is the satisfaction of a job well done that we did ourselves. That's what I like about reloading. But let me ask you this. Why aren't you applying the same principles to your case lube? Hey, if you stick around, I'm going to show you how you can apply those 4 principles of saving money, customizing, the satisfaction of a job well done, and always having the stuff on hand to do it, and make your own product that is better than what you can buy in the store. Stick around. All right, well, this isn't an original idea by me. Dylan actually has been making this type of case lube for a while. I got turned on to this type of case lube when I bought my Dylan press from my uncle, and it came with this. You know, I've been using the sticky pads, and that whole mess has been a nightmare. Used some of that Hornady one-shot, sprayed that on, and I got more stuck cases with that spray than anything. But when I got this Dylan case lube, it was just an eye-opener for me. I was like, this is the stuff. It was super slick, super easy to use, and no muss, no fuss, no stuck cases. So my bottle got down there and I was going to buy some more, and I went to go look at it, and it cost me just as much for shipping to get me 1 bottle as it did to buy it, and that just chaps a cheap guy like me. So I was looking at the ingredients, and it says contents: lanolin and isopropyl alcohol. And I thought, well, it's got 2 ingredients. It's like pancakes, pancake mix and water. Even I can make that. So I got on the internet and found out, hey, I'm not the first guy that has done this before. So this isn't an original FMO idea, but it is a great idea, and I'm just here to show you how to do it. So our 2 ingredients are super simple. We got isopropyl alcohol, and to get that, the easiest way is to get the red heat. Now this is 99% pure isopropyl alcohol, with the other percent being some kind of a proprietary cleaner. And if you're going to get anything less than 99%, the rest is going to be water, which for you shiny brass fellas is going to end up spotting and tarnishing your brass. So the higher concentration, the better of this, because then we're just having the isopropyl alcohol, which is a solvent that dissolves and evaporates into the air and just leaves a thin film of the lube. And then the other ingredient is pure lanolin. Now, the lanolin was a little bit more problematic. Some places you can find that at drugstores. I spent a little bit of time at a bunch of different little drugstores wandering around trying to find it the first time. And frankly, I don't like hanging out in drugstores. So that was kind of frustrating. Came home, found it on Amazon. If you're going to get a small amount, 4 ounces costs you about $10 delivered to your door. I got 16 ounces because I'm kind of a hoarder that way. I buy bullets in bulk. I'm buying my lanolin in bulk because this will last me the rest of my life. Some of you are wondering, well, what is lanolin? Well, lanolin is actually the oil secreted by a sheep that goes into their wool. And I learned more about lanolin than I wanted to learn in the process of researching for this particular review and wandering the aisles of a drugstore. As I wandered around, I found that the most common use for lanolin would be for nursing mothers applying this to their nipples. So this stuff is good and safe for you to use as a reloader, because guess what? The women folk are putting it on their nipples, and that's going in the kids' mouths. So lanolin, natural product produced by sheep, conditions your skin. It's a common ingredient in all sorts of skin lotion. IPA, they use it at hospitals. We got two basic simple ingredients that we're using here that are good for you, safe for your environment, safe for the skin. So those that are concerned about that, that's good. And if you're about to have a baby, you've got this down in your reloading room. You can loan it to the wife if you need to. So $1.72. This was about $7 for 32 ounces total, and about $10 for 4 ounces. If you buy it in bulk, it's cheaper. So the recipe is pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to take out one of these bottles of heat, and we're going to put it in our spray bottle. Now, I want to make sure that you know you got to use the red heat. The red heat is isopropyl alcohol. The yellow is methanol, which is bad for you. This isopropyl alcohol, guess what? That's what you swab on you before you get a shot at the hospital. So that's good stuff. And the other ingredient would be this lanolin. So we filled up this jug to 12 ounces. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 ounces. I'm going to raise this level from 12 up to 14 ounces on the graduated scale on the side. It's not like we're building a rocket here. Now, I want to caution you here. Don't necessarily go fat on the lanolin. If you're going to do anything, go lean. Because of the ratio 2 to 10, if you went twice as thick as you're going to end up wanting, you're going to have to add twice as much. So if you went with a smaller spray bottle, you're going to have to add a lot more heat to it. So I would go lean a little bit at first, and then if you have some problems, you can add a little bit more lanolin later. And now that we've added that, you'll notice the bottom of my jug is round. This, if it's stored in a cold space, will coagulate and kind of solidify. So in order to make this liquid again, I put it in some boiling water, and that expanded it and messed up my flat bottom here. So for display purposes, I have it sitting in that little cup there. So I like to just put my brass in a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. We're going to take this case lube, we're going to shake it up, we're going to inspect the bottom and make sure that the lanolin hasn't separated. And we're also going to shake this brass. If we shake this brass and work it around, the heavy webbing of the cartridges are going to sit down to the bottom, and they're going to expose the case neck up to me. Now, I want to get the case necks, the inside of them, about 1/3 of them done on at least one side. So I want to look, and I want to be able to look down in the bag and go, yeah, about 1/3 of them are looking at me. And then I don't want to shoot straight down into them. I don't want a puddle of lanolin down in my cases. But I want to get the sides of the neck. So I'm going to spray those from the side. After we've shaken this, we want to go to a fine spray, not a stream. We're just going to put a few squirts in there, and then we're going to seal her back up, and then we're just going to work it around. And just tumbling that around in the bag is going to keep all the lube mess inside. We're going to get that all worked around. Now, if we left that bag sealed, then the IPA, the isopropyl alcohol, wouldn't evaporate. So we're going to want to go ahead and then dump these out to dry. So you can pull them out, you can feel them. They're going to feel really cool because that IPA is starting to flash and the lanolin is there. We'll dump them out on a table, maybe on some paper towels to dry. And then after 20 minutes or so, you're ready to load. Now, the beauty of this is just like making your own custom ammunition. So if you've made your batch and it feels too thick or greasy to you, or maybe you're getting some dented case necks because of too much lube, then you're going to want to cut it down a little bit. You're going to add a little bit more IPA to it, or maybe just use some less lube. If you're feeling more resistance than you want when you're loading and you think that maybe they're a little dry, they don't feel right, then you're going to add some more lanolin. So you can custom tune your own lube to your specific environment, your particular loads, however clean and shiny your brass is. You can custom tune this just like your ammo. And the beauty of it is, guess what? So I got this lube. This lube's going to last me a very long time. But I've also got this, and I've got this sitting on the shelf. So if I run out, bam, I got some. This lube is the best lube that I've ever used. Actually, this is better because I have the components now that I can tune it. I can tune it if I want it slicker, I can tune it if I want it thinner, and I have the components on hand. Frankly, I'm never going to run out of case lube, ever. The stuff will store and work forever, and I've always got it on hand, just like my powder, just like my primers, just like my bullets, all ready to go. So I hope that this was informative, enlightening, maybe a little bit entertaining. And if you like this video, we'd appreciate it if you go down there and give us a thumbs up on here, give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to get in on the conversation, go ahead and go over to Facebook. That's where a whole bunch of the conversation happens. Give us a like over there. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching.